Hello and welcome everyone. In this chapter we are going to discuss about OSPF passive interface. So let us try to understand in which case we can implement the OSPF passive interfaces. So take an example. Let's say we have routers here. Let's say we have two routers connected like this, and of course consider this is my router 1, this is router 2, and also the routers has the LAN interfaces where you have connected with your PCs. And let's say this is my fast Ethernet 0 by 0, serial 0, serial 1. Like this, you have also the connectivity here where you have your LAN interfaces connected like this. Now, so far, let's say we have configured the network here. Let's say 10.0.0.1 here, 10.0.0.2 as the IP address, and here we have configured, let's say 20.0.0.100 here, 30.0.0.100, and of course the IP addresses you can configure here. For example, let's say 20.0.1.2.3 like this here also, 30.0.0.1.0.2, and the default gateway, of course, it has to be from the routers like this. Default gateway, simple. Now the point is, in this case, if I want to communicate from this to this, of course we can go ahead and configure the OSPF in the routers. Consider this is my source and this is my destination. Of course you can go ahead and configure the OSPF in this, and you can have the communications. So normally how we configure the OSPF in this routers, if you see, the points are very easy. You need to add this commands. See, it will be like in, let's say I'm configuring in router 1. So normally what you will configure in router 1, see, the configurations will be very simple. It is like router OSPF process ID, and then you will define the network command, network, and then 10.0.0.0.0, and of course, yes, after this wildcard mask you will define, let's say /24, so wildcard mask will be this, and the area ID. Later on, of course, you need to configure this also, network 20.0.0.0, and let's say wildcard mask for this also as /24 only, so this will be wildcard mask, and area is 0. So why I have configured the wildcard mask here as this, because we are considering, let's say this is my /24 and this is also from this /24 only. So of course you can go ahead and do that. Now the point is, the moment we configure this, and same thing you need to configure in router 2, your router 1 and router 2 will exchange the hello packet. So now your routers will check, this is my network connected to which interface, 10.0.0 connected to serial 0, means the routers will send the hello packet here. Similarly, you configure the OSPF in this router. In this router also you will advertise 10.network. Router will say hello packet. They will form the neighbor relationship and they will go ahead and exchange the update also. That's good, no issues. But think about, this router has the network command of this 20.network also. In the sense, routers will know 20.network is connected to this, and routers will now start advertising the hello packet here as well. And this hello packet will go to your LAN interfaces, in the sense your PCs, your end users. Of course, they will take the hello packet, they will process, and they will drop. Because if you see, the OSPF hello packet will be going in every 10 seconds. And of course, every 10 seconds this PCs will receive the hello packet, they will process and they will drop. Similarly, the OSPF hello packets will be received here, they will process and they will drop, because they are not going to form the neighbor relationship with routers. The hello packet is between the routers here, that's okay. Now the point is, if you want to stop the hello packets to your LAN interfaces right now, because my end users are connected, so you can go ahead and make use of one of the features in Cisco OSPF which we have already discussed. That's nothing but passive interfaces. It's all about, after this command only, you need to configure one command, and that command is this: passive interface. Passive interface, and then you need to define which interface, like this, fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Done. So if you configure the passive interfaces here, this command will go ahead and say, please do not advertise any kind of hello packet to this particular. You just advertise this networks to neighbor router, they will form the neighbor relationship and everything is good. Make sure passive interface do not require to configure between the router. If you configure passive interface between the router, let's say I have configured passive interface here, in the sense it will stop hello packet itself, means no hello, no neighbor, no communication, everything will be stopped. So make sure passive interfaces is basically for your LAN users, where your end users are connected, end devices are connected. In case if you have configured passive interface between two routers, they will make the neighbor relationship as well. So this is basically the concept of your passive interface, that how and when you will be using it. So far, I hope you got the scenario. Let's move ahead and see a couple of more information on this. So just read this. See here, as we discussed, passive interface is configured to stop the hello packet from exiting out of the interface. If passive interface is configured between the routers, then no neighborship, no update will be exchanged, means no communication, of course. So far, how you can configure, as I discussed already, this is the process. See, under OSPF, you need to define passive interface and then interface type, interface number. Like fast Ethernet 0 by 0 you can define. So this is how you can configure the passive interface. So I will show you the demo for passive interface in the next lecture. So far, thank you so much. Let's move ahead and see you.